How's it going, everybody? Cubfan here, and today we are taking a look at Minecraft Snapshot 14w17a. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these changes this week. So first of all, we now have Endermite, which have a new texture and a new model actually. So they look more like a mite now instead of like a silverfish. And if I set the time to night, you'll see that Endermen no longer attack them when you're in creative mode, and the same thing happens when you are in survival mode, although the Endermite are still hostile. So that's pretty interesting there, and I like the texture they made for the Endermite, more representative of its name. Another new feature this week is the /worldborder command. And this will put up a shimmering border at any location you specify. And the cool thing is that this border can actually move back and forth. So I'll just show you here. This command here, /worldborder center at 263 minus 63, that's the X and Z coordinates respectively. So that will set the world border center to where I'm standing right now. This command here, worldborder set 25, will make a world border with a radius of 25 around the coordinates specified in the previous command. So if I click on that button, you can see this shimmering boundary, and you'll also see that I cannot pass through it. Now there are some ways to glitch through it. For instance, if you use an ender pearl, throw it through there, and then quickly switch to creative, you can sort of glitch through. But if you're in survival, you just die. And you can also, use entities to glitch through as well, but I think that will be fixed in future snapshots. But kind of an interesting pattern here. It goes all the way up to the sky limit, and then you can use the /worldborder set command again to specify again the radius here. So I'll set it to a radius of 10, and you can specify the number of seconds it takes to reach that radius. So I set it to be 6 seconds, so we should see this start to come in. And you'll see it turns red as it comes in, and it should keep coming. After 6 seconds it reaches the current border. And then if we modified this to say, let's say 10 seconds to go back to 25, hit it, you'll see it turns green when it expands again. So this will be really useful for things like custom games where you have borders that can shrink over time. So very useful feature. Very cool. Alright guys, and there's also a new game rule here. So if we type /gamerule random tick speed, you can actually change the tick speed of your game. So for instance, I'm just going to go ahead and do tick speed 5000, and instantly you will see that stuff that requires game ticks to update, like crops, tree growth, vine growth, fire spread, melon and pumpkin growth, anything like that will instantly start to happen a lot quicker. So here we go. Boom, trees are growing. You can see the crops growing before your very eyes. Yeah, we got crops growing up all over the place here. And you'll see fire spread happens a lot quicker than it normally does here. And we can destroy these melons and they'll grow back pretty much instantly. Same thing if we destroy the trees. The leaves will disappear pretty much instantly from them. So kind of interesting there. A lot of really unique uses that could be used for, especially in some games. Also new this week, if you put 2 stone slabs directly on top of one another, they will now join textures. Probably the biggest change to Minecraft this week is the ability to generate customized worlds. So if you go into more world options when you're making a world, you see world type default, super flat, large biomes, amplified, and now customized. So if you go into customize here, you'll see a number of different settings that you can now change. So for instance, sea level changes the height of the default water level. And then you can choose a bunch of different things. So if you don't want villages, or if you do, caves, dungeons, water lakes, you can have lava oceans now. And you can also choose a specific biome. So for instance, if you wanted ice plain spikes, you could have just an ice plain spikes biome. A bunch of other settings you can change, like dungeon count, things of that nature. On the next page you have ore generation, so you can change the spawn size of the ore, the number of times it tries to spawn that ore, and also the height range. You can change the height range of the ore itself. So lots of really cool customizable options now in regards to making new worlds. And they also have more advanced settings, you know, based on the biomes and stuff like that. But these are pretty advanced here. I have to take a look into what each one of these do. But definitely a huge improvement over previous world generation capabilities. And you can also randomize all these, so that's pretty interesting. And there are also some presets, Water World, Island, Drought, Good Luck. And I think I'm going to go ahead and show you guys those now. And as always, guys, there were a bunch of bugs squashed in this week's snapshot, so always good to see that. But that is it for me today. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Cubfan. Goodbye.